Right now, you might be facing the July slump. So this is something I've noticed with my clients. It's something that I've noticed in myself, something that's quite natural, depending especially on where you are in the world. You know, especially if you're living in a fairly hot climate like I'm in right now. I'm in Sofia in Bulgaria, anywhere around Central Europe, southern part of Europe. It's going to be quite warm right now. And in a lot of places in the Northern Hemisphere, indeed. So this is actually quite normal. I see this every year where people are making great progress coming into May, June, and then into July, just the energy goes down a little bit more. We want to be on holidays, on vacations, relaxing, having different social outlets, etc. Nothing wrong with that. And by all means, you know, life is to be lived and to enjoyed. And at the end of the day, your fitness goals need to support your life outside the gym, not to completely take over them. So one of the things I think that would be helpful for you, particularly if you want to get out of that summer slump coming into August now, is to focus on your outputs, right? So what I'm starting to see, and I see this every year again, is that when people come out of that kind of July slump, they have more energy. They want to get back to training. They want to get their habits in order, but they still have a few of those social situations that are going to get into the mix, right? There's going to be the barbecues. There's going to be a few impromptu weekends away to the beach or whatever. There's going to be beers. That's fine, right? Like, try and hit your calorie goals, but have a little bit of wiggle room, have a little bit of slack, and, you know, forgive yourself. Give yourself a bit of grace over this month, but definitely increase your outputs, right? So increase your step count, increase your cardio, and, you know, aim for progressive overload again on your lifts, because that may have taken a little bit of a dip, especially if you were dropping weight coming into the summer and then you had a few holidays and things kind of getting in the way. You know, it's quite natural for this kind of a cycle to happen. At the end of the day, we are all mammals, okay? Humans are mammals who are slightly more intelligent than the rest of them, okay? So we are going to have little discrepancies in our energy, in our mood, and what we're able to do as the seasons go, and with that ebb and flow. Now, at the same time, seasonal changes are not an excuse, right, to take your foot off the gas completely, and I'd never advocate for that. What I always tell my clients is it's never an on and off switch. It's like adjusting a dial. Let's imagine things went down to a 5 on that dial, if we're talking between 0 and 10 during July. Well, come August, we're trying to bring that back up to a 7. Come September, October, November, we want that at a 9. We want it cranked really up high. And then coming into December, around the end of the year, it's probably going to go back down to a 7 initially. And then as we get into you know, the Christmas shenanigans, it might go down to a 4, a 3, even all the way down to nearly nothing. But we want to stay at somewhat in momentum the entire time, okay? So yeah, if you found yourself just with that lessened motivation to train in this previous month, it's normal. Forgive yourself, move past it, just crank things back up, especially your outputs. Don't look to be perfect yet. And then coming into September, October, November, December, you're going to absolutely crush it and make the best of the rest of 2025. Which, by the way, if you take out, let's imagine 1 or 2 weeks in August, because there might still be, you know, some summer stuff happening, and then you've got all the stuff that happens at the end of the year if you celebrate Christmas or whatever, that essentially leaves just 4 months left in the year to really crank out some good progress. So make sure you make the best of it. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps out with the channel. And in the description, you will find a link to the flexible fat loss framework. This will have you losing 10 kilos in just 12 weeks. It's the exact system that I take my own clients through. And you can download it for free in the description. All right, see you in the next video.